Hello and welcome to our Learn Python series. Today we have what are Python objects, how do objects help in organizing information, and then we're going to see objects in action. So let's get right into it. So far we have seen list of names, we saw list of marks which were numbers, then we saw list of tuples where we said tuples is kind of a box where we have packed the information about the student and we had only two pieces of information, name and marks. These two are not the only pieces of information that can be associated with the student. Student will have age, student will have address, student will have grades, student will have a date of birth. And if you start putting this information in the tuple, as now you can see, it's not very easy to identify which information is what. So now you will be thinking, I wish there was some way of associating each of this information with some key or some name that I can use to access this information. Take an example of your room where you have like different, so your room is kind of a box, and in the room you have different places which are named. Oh, here is you have a little place which is called books. You have a little place which is called sports equipments. So now you can see the room is kind of a big box, and then you have inside the room there are compartments that are named. So if we extend that thinking, if we say let's start saying student, and let's say that we have some cubby or some compartment called name, and we put Emma in there, and then we say there is a compartment called age, and we put information 14, and then we have compartment called marks, and we put in there 82, and then we say there is a compartment called grade, and we put B in there. Okay, don't worry about the little red squiggly which is showing some error. Right now we're just trying to explain the concept. So now you can see that the information looks a little bit more organized because now we can associate each piece of information with some named key or compartment. And this is how Python helps us. Previously we used our concept of tuples which were enclosed inside the parentheses. Now if we enclose this inside the curly braces, now you can see the error is gone. It's a valid variable now, and this is called a student object. Now you can, now if you think about it, what is it? It's a dictionary of keys, and each key has a piece of information associated with it. So in you will come across the term object. So what is it? It's a student object. Like we had list of names, marks, tuples. Now we will have list of our student objects here, and the way to represent the list does not change. It will be our square brackets, but what will change is that inside this, now we will start putting these objects. Let's create 3 in there, and the second one is for Liam, who has 91 marks. Let's say age is 15 and grade is A. Let's create the third object for Olivia, give it age 14, marks are 76, and grade is C. Now we have a new list of student objects. Can the operations that we have learned before, meaning the loop, conditional operations, comparison, will they work the same way on this object also? The answer is yes. Let's loop through this, our list of student objects. For student in students, no change. The only thing now you will change that has changed is that when we were processing our list of tuples, we asked Python to unpack into individual pieces. Now we don't have to, because each of these objects is a dictionary of keys, and we can access the information by the name of that key. Let's first print the name of each of these students. So how are we going to access it? We say student, and we're going to use the name key here. Did this work? Exactly, it worked. Now we have names. Now let's see if our concept of our comparison operators and the conditional statements work. And let's say that we are only interested in printing the marks if you have marks more than 90. So if we say now we will access the marks with the marks key if marks is greater than 90, and then we will print the marks. Print marks, student marks. Let's run it. Now you can see the only thing that now we have is the student whose marks were 91, and that is Olive. And Liam, his name is the only one that has marks printed with it. And that is how you create a student dictionary or student object where each of the piece of information is associated with the named key. Nothing changes when it comes to using these lists, but now you have a much better and a convenient way of accessing each piece of information about the student. In subsequent chapters, we will see more use of these objects and in the data analysis and other operations. Thanks for learning with us. Do subscribe and like our channel. For more information, visit our website. Till next lesson, take care. Goodbye.